Salute, 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 everybody. Welcome to Miss Parker. Miss Parker, I hope everybody is having a blessed Tuesday. Okay? Thank you, TT and Barbie. You got me a copyright disclaimer that I got pinned. Thank you, Barbie. TT, thank you. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, research, and educational purposes. Thank you, TT girl. Thank you. Let me turn all my comments on because I'm not seeing nothing. Okay? Nothing, TT. I can't see nothing. Let me get on my phone though. Let me get up in here. How y'all doing on this beautiful Tuesday? It's beautiful outside. And I do mean a beautiful. Okay? I'm going outside today. I'm going outside for sure. Hey Sharon, what's going on, sister? My mother's keeper. Hey, sister. I see y'all. I can see y'all now because I got all my comments turned on. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Because I know Barbie left a disclaimer. Thank you, Barbie. I'm about to get into it, y'all. We great get into it. All right. All right. Nothing much at work listening. Okay. Let's get into this. So, as you guys know, I've been reading, trying to keep up with everything with the Epstein files and the names that's coming out and are the names spilling. And yes, they want us to focus on certain people, but I'm focusing on everybody. A monster is a monster. Black, white, Asian, Afghan, whatever, they're monsters. Okay? And as black people, we have to put everybody on the table. Jay-Z, Diddy, Jamie Foxx. He doesn't get the slide. He doesn't. Hey, Julie. Since you have another video scheduled at the same time, people are over there. Which one is it, Barbie? Tell them I'm on the Jaguar live. Let me check it, Barbie. I didn't know. I knew something was off. Let me see what's going on. Which one do I got scheduled? See, I was trying to fix everything. Oh, Kathy White. Oh yeah, I meant to schedule it for Thursday. Barbie, can you let them know I'm over here? Yes, I meant to schedule it for Thursday. I thought I did, you guys. But I'm glad, Barbie. I knew it was off. I knew it was totally off. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Crow Cotton. Hey, Brittany girl. What's going on, TT girl? You know be I don't be on time with nothing. I got too much going on. My brain is just overstimulated. Let me say that. My brain is overstimulated. Hey Valerie, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you too, Curl and Brittany. Happy Tuesday. So as we reading the Epstein files, the thing about this, and I want everybody to kind of stay woke. Stay woke and pay attention. Hey Capricorn sis. Hey T Meal. Sorry y'all about the confusion. Sorry I had y'all over there. That's for Thursday. I might change it to tomorrow because I really want to cover that. It's a lot. I really want to get into that. So, but I might just keep it the same just to keep my schedule open for myself and stuff because I always got to find something that I got to go outside and do. You know what I'm saying? It's something I got to go do. But hey, Sherry, happy Tuesday. Hey, Tracy, CSM. Hey, Miss Sunny Florida. What up, Mel? Jaguar Wright has been speaking out for years, such as Cat Williams, about the industry, about the secret society, about the darkness and what they do to the kids. And recently, Nicki Minaj has stepped up to the forefront. She's come to the light and she's speaking about somebody specific. Jay-Z. Jay-Z. And I always follow Jaguar Wright. I love Jaguar Wright. Because one thing for certain and two things for sure, when our black people speak out, they're made to us to look crazy. Kanye's just having a crash out. Kanye's crashing out again. Kanye's crashing out again. Now we got Candace Owens speaking out. Speaking out. about everything that she's witnessed and went through and seen. And how now everything is making sense to her and her eyes are opening. Hey, Goddess, I was over on the wrong live chat. Yeah, I had it scheduled, Goddess, wrong. It's my fault. Hey, Sagittarius, what's going on, bro? So my fault, you guys. I apologize for that. Some of the things that she spoke out about, Whitney Houston in the Ray J situation, which I think they swept that under the rug. We talked about it for a while and we let it go. She talked about Jay-Z and Beyonce and Blue Ivy. We talked about it for a second and we let it go. She talked about Harvey Weinstein and how it was certain affiliation to this one guy, Sean Carter. She talked about Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, P. Diddy, and R. Kelly. Listen to them 4 names that Sean Carter, hey Diddy, hey somebody said, sorry about the confusion, y'all. Again, those 4 names, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, R. Kelly, and Diddy. What is it? What do them 4 names have in common? Hey, Melinda sis. Yeah, I believe a large, if not all, that she has said. But what do them 4, hey, Real Vibes, what up, bruh? What do them 4 names have in common? Pedophilia, right? Wasn't all 4 of those men locked up? Jeffrey Epstein, they said he died, but we know, hey, Aurora. Thank you, Aurora said Jay-Z. Why don't Jay-Z ever get locked up? Why do any accusation made against Jay-Z, Harvey Weinstein, Mel, Jeffrey Epstein, R. Kelly, P. Diddy, who's affiliated to the men? Jay-Z. But all 4 of those men have been locked up. Hey, it's just Danny. Happy Tuesday, boo. All 4 of them men have been locked up, but every time something happens with Sean Carter, absolutely, Aurora. Don't he get swept under the rug? Hey, Leisure. With his son, how did a DNA test that the son wanted DNA? He didn't want nothing from the man but a DNA. How do they now owe Jay-Z money? Jay never get locked up because he's the one throwing them under the bus. He's telling on them and hiding his hand. I mean, when you thank Erica, just when you thank, hey, Chick Simple Lady, happy Tuesday, sis. Hey, Rishi, baby. Right, I just don't think all of them, I don't think Diddy is a pedo. Why you don't think Diddy's a pedo, Mel? And I'm going to drop the link. You can come up here in just a second and, you know what I'm saying? Hey, big boy, salute. Welcome. I want to put out some of the things that Jaguar Wright has put out here, but it was one thing that I think went over all our heads, and it stood out to me. Let me see. Where is it at? Which one is it? I'm going to play a couple of her clips, okay?
Y'all don't see the lineup? Yeah, Jay-Z. Nosy online got it. She showed it to me. You saw that? Nosy showed it to me. Yeah, you can't sit up here and lie like this. Nosy, Molly Green.
Hey, Shane.
Has that footage?
Hey,
Your Jaguar Wright just lit the match on a fire that could burn through the entire MAGA machine. She's straight up accusing Charlie Kirk's widow, Erica Francie Kirk, of plotting something sinister days before his so-called assassination. And once you start
Days before Charlie Kirk was assassinated, while a lot of us was asleep, Jaguar Wright spoke on it days before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. See, that's what they want us to think, that they're telling lies. Yeah, I've been watching Jaguar interviews for a while. See, I was watching Miss Parker. He did 2 albums with R. Kelly after everything with Aaliyah. Mm-hmm. And Jaguar broke that down too, Urka. She broke down how Dame and Jay-Z's relationship went, and Dame spoke on that. Dame spoke on Jay-Z and Aaliyah, and how Jay-Z was mad at him about Aaliyah. Then boom, he gets to working with R. Kelly. Another Diddy, he gives him Diddy vibes, working with people and messing with their women, like Cassie, how he was all in Cassie's man face. I'll be sure. Taking what they want. Harvey is real good friends with Oprah. Oprah is very dark. They get other people to do their dirty work. Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Oprah is puppets for Clive Davis. I spoke on Clive Davis too. Spoke on, she said, Danny said, woo. She said, my girl been speaking for years. She knows a lot. I watch her too. Ain't that what we say? She said she sure did. She did. She spoke about Erica having an ulterior motive toward her husband, and that something was going to happen to Charlie Kirk, and it did. Yeah, Jaguar been speaking for years, and you're right. Everybody been trying to shut up. Him and Diddy go hand in hand. Gatekeepers. Tyler nasty ass a gate. Who took Tyler Perry under their wing? TT. They just said it in the chat. Who opened lovely arms to Tyler Perry and made him a brother instantly? Oprah. Oprah. Now Tyler Perry's got all these allegations out here that nobody's talking about, but Shane Croc. Couple other content creators, but y'all see how he just gets swept under the rug? Hey, Latasha Jackson. Yeah, we've been talking about Clive Davis. Yeah. Oprah, come on, you're my brother. All the stars that's been producing movies and playing in movies, why she only pick certain movies? Jag knows what she's talking about. I got a clip too where Kanye said they made him sacrifice his mother. I got another clip of Kanye saying that Pusha T and Jay-Z, he said, how we speaking for the black people when they killing them. He said Pusha T and Jay-Z's killing our black people. What? What happened to them kids Oprah had in Africa? Come on, big boy. Why did that get swept under the rug? What was happening at that school up there with them children being impregnated? Essayed. I knew he was a weirdo from the jump. Hey, Tanika. But Kanye is being made for us to say, oh, they crazy. There you go. When you realize and you come down because God got other plans for you, the devil can take over a lot of people's bodies. Mentally. When you go write a code check, no, your ass ain't supposed to write the code check when you stole something. But God circle back. Hey, any plans? What's going on, baby? Happy Tuesday. Yes, OMG, I remember that about the schoolgirls. Why they get swept under the rug? Come on now, but they won't speak on it. We're going to speak on it over here. I'm bringing that Oprah story back to life. Okay? Shank said exactly. Hey, Kiki, baby. Hey, Betty, sis. We're going to bring it back to life and open it up since we, opening up the Epstein files. And now we got Ghislaine. Ghislaine went in there and pleaded. She said she pleads the fifth. And the stipulations for her to talk is, I'll clear you and Bill Clinton's name if you, give me clemency. None of this surprises me anymore. All of this has been going on since the dawn of time. Chick Simple Lady. Again, I keep saying it, go back to when Cat Williams was doing his stand-up comedy. It was all jokes and we laughed at it. Versus this shit was going on. He was telling a story. They be telling real stories in their comedy. Crazy ass shit, yeah. Don't forget Gail King. Some of the girls. Write it again, Sharon. Let me see what you said. I think I can hit your comment right there. Oh yeah. Don't forget Gail King. Some of the girls in Africa went missing from Oprah school. Ask yourself why Oprah didn't open a school here in America. Come on. Come on, Sharon. Why she didn't? You see, Whoopi ain't been around since The Color Purple. Thank you, big boy. I appreciate you so much. Hmm. Hmm. Don't forget how they try to blackball Monique. Our own people. Our black people. See, certain things we can't point at the white people. We can't keep saying, look what they done to us. This is our black people selling children, touching children, doing sadistic things with children for the price of power and money. Y'all talent isn't enough. Talent just isn't enough anymore. Thank you, TT. And you guys, I do have a goal, you guys. It's only 5. So I just need 4 more. If you guys can help me reach that, it's an incentive given to content creators by YouTube. That's true. Oprah was saying that America kids are privileged. That's why, but how we privileged? How we make it make sense? How are we privileged? It's poverty over here. It's not privilege. You got your privileged children, but it's more poverty than privilege, right? It still don't make sense. It doesn't make sense that she took Tyler Perry under her wing and he went and built a $1 billion studio versus schools and stuff, better education systems, shelters. You know, am I tripping or not? Because I don't understand it. I don't understand why Cardi B just went and spent 1.2 million for Stephen Diggs' family to be there, only to go and block them because his baby mamas and shit was in the crowd. Wait, what? That could have went to a foundation. At 1.2 million could have went to better education. Y'all know what's happening in New York where she lived? The homeless people that died up there, putting food into shelters, putting blankets into shelters, passing out blankets, food, anything for that bad storm. But now we gonna give it to him for his family to be there, and that was messed up. I know how she feels dumb. But Jenny, you did all of that to block him? 1.2 million? Even though it might be a little, it might be pocket change to them. I don't know. It's a spiritual war going on outside nobody's safe from. Hey Tay, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. Somebody else came in too. Tanika, happy Tuesday. Jenny, happy Tuesday. Welcome everybody. Let's get into this video. If I can get you guys, I'm glad God intercepted my dream to be on the big screen. I love Monique. I hate what they done to her, but I love even more how she clapped back. Hey Rochelle, how you doing? Y'all drop real life street stars. Thank you, Brittany, baby. Y'all drop a real life street stars link in the chat, please. And the famous words of Shank Rock, land your plane, Miss Parker. You cooking now. She's Coco for Cocoa Puffs. Man, let's get into this interview. It's the end game with Jaguar Wright. Epstein files released, name on the list. Trump, R. Kelly, and where is Jay-Z?
He should be here this weekend. It's the Super Bowl. I mean,
Right.
everybody was his pick, and
Hey, Big Mama.
all that stuff is going to happen. If he's not at the Super Bowl, that's going to be quite telling. But it doesn't matter if he's here or if he's not. Right now, there's an entire machine that is working to try to find a way to salvage his image. Real life. It ain't real life. Crazy, or say that I'm crazy, or put white warrants on me and put me in hospitals. Uh,
But this is what I'm saying about that before we get into this. Break it up. Spread the wealth. You could have took 100,000 to so many out of that 1.4 million. You could have took 50,000 and donated to each state to an organization. Y'all get what I'm saying? Why do that money have to go into one place versus it's a lot of people out here that need help all over the world, all over the country of the United States. Florida needs it. Michigan needs it. Ohio, Kentucky, each foundation could have got 50,000. That ain't nothing but a tax write-off. They don't have to put it down for me to put into a foundation because I'm rich. It should be a giving. Coming from a struggle. Coming from where they came from. Which everybody don't got to come from that, but seeing how some of our family members come from. Build some rec centers for these kids. Come on, Erica. That's all I'm saying. But Jaguar said they're trying to paint a picture of her to be crazy.
I think for me, it's frustration, and not even frustration. I can't call it frustration because that would require me to have some emotional attachment to all of this bullshit that's going on. And I really don't. I have no emotional attachment to this at all. I am, what's the word? I'm bored. Wow. I'm bored. With all of this excitement going on, I am bored.
Chick Simple Lady said, I'm not a fan of Jay. I'm not a Jay-Z fan, but what he and Apple did for Super Bowl was a money move. What they do for a Super Bowl, I haven't even heard. She could have started a scholarship program. Absolutely. I feel like Kanye turned heel for a reason. Everything positive he was doing, they blocked him. Jack's not crazy. Kiki said, like the housing. Yes, I was following Jaguar faithfully until she went and got an award from Trump and his people. I may catch a clip or two. Yes, Shank told me that before I started this live. Shank just told me that he said he doesn't know her position for real. He's trying to figure out her position. She's not crazy at all. Dale Trent. I don't think she's nuts. It may have some valid some, you know what I'm saying. Jag be telling the truth.
Wow. We've had this conversation many times over, and I think now the world is probably going to listen to this conversation that we're about to have now more than ever.
I hope so, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
You've been right, Jag. We have to say it again. You're man. You're right. I'm gonna say it.
I gotta give her credit. She's been talking about this for years. The Epstein files just coming out, y'all. Thank you, Valerie. The Epstein files, hey Dale, the Epstein files are just coming out. Jag been speaking on this for years. Jay-Z is always pushing a demonic agenda. To me, yes. And if Jay-Z did do something for the Super Bowl, do we still overlook the fact that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you did that for the Super Bowl. What about these kids? What about the innocence of young girls? Jaguar's son said she had mental issues. Look her up. Hey, Yolanda. Yeah, I seen that. Off topic. Is Obama involved? No. 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 But Trump is sure going after Obama to lock him up. Hey, pretty trucker, Trump is going after Obama. You know how you get caught up in so much shit, you want to throw somebody else under the bus, and when you can't throw them under the bus, you know you got the power to try to bring them down, and that's what he's doing. Y'all make sure y'all go follow my girl Pretty Trucker. Make sure y'all follow my baby Shank Rock. Make sure y'all go follow Big Boy. Okay? Jag been in some of those places with those people. Yeah. She has. I think he has a partnership with them, Rock Nation. That's why he's always there overseeing Blue Ivy, always does the Super Bowl jump picture. Ain't that big of him?
We know it, but I have to say it. You're right, Jack.
You want to know what's funny? You know what this feels like? This feels like, somebody telling, a younger family member, I know you're knocked up. And they keep saying, no, I'm not, no, I'm not, no, I'm not. And then you see him at the family dinner 4 months later with their belly on swole. You know what I mean? And they say, you was right.
I got you, big boy.
Yeah.
I mean, so far I haven't seen his name in anything. I'm pretty deep into him, Pretty Trucker. But if you seen his name in it, or you got the link to the files? I haven't seen it thus far. Now, did Obama go? Has Obama dealt with Epstein? Yes, they all have. They all have. Senators, pastors, the Pope, all of them. Just like Denzel. He went to the Diddy parties. Did he do anything inappropriate? Did he see things inappropriate at them Diddy parties? With that baby oil? Them pills? Shank, I agree. They are testing our temperature, because if these files are out, why are folks not being arrested right now? They are testing us to see how much evil we can tolerate. Something bigger is brewing. Why ain't nobody arrested? Sir wasn't there, but Blue and Rumi was. Jaguar spoke on that too. She spoke on that too. All right, Kiki, be careful, okay? I hope everything goes well at the appointment. Why ain't Sir around? Because we had a big debate about that, and we had people get upset. I only thing I'm saying about that, hey, it's me, Felicia. What's going on? Happy Tuesday, love. Only thing I say about that is, as big as autism is in the Black communities and the white communities and the Caucasian communities, we are seeing so much with women being unsure of themselves. Their mental is being very much affected trying to raise a child with autism. And I think she could be the voice of autism. You get what I'm saying? She could be a prominent voice of being a part of the autism community. And she's not. And Jaguar did a video talking about how they don't want to tarnish their image by saying they have children with disabilities. And, can you drop your link? Yes. That's what I want to know. Why is no one being arrested? I agree. She is ashamed. Somebody, my link in the chat. Yeah, somebody put Big Boy's link in the chat, mods. 1 second. Let me play this through real quick for like 5 minutes, and I got you, Pretty Trucker.
What's that? I don't know.
So Jack, what do you consider yourself? Like a conveyor of the truth, a whistleblower, a Nostradamus? I mean, what do you consider yourself when you speak on things that, even if you went on and you've heard third party sayings of it, and you put it out there and the world's not taking to it, but yet there's truth to the things that you're saying? Like, what do you consider yourself?
I consider myself Jaguar Wright.
Right, definitely it is.
I consider myself what I am, who I am, what I've been. And you know what? I don't care anymore. Like I'm about to get to that place where I don't care. There are so many other things that are happening that people aren't talking about. And I'm at the point now where I see that people like being in denial. I
I
like
agree.
being in denial. To listen to Charlemagne, actually, I mean, but I know he had to go and do his best because, he got that $200 million deal. They got the podcast up on Netflix. He has this great responsibility, right? Because he brought his whole network over there. So he has to make sure that he's earning his keep. But to listen to people say, and just because people's names was mentioned doesn't mean anything. And these aren't official anything. Oh, this isn't this and this isn't that, and you people aren't paying attention and you're not reading. It's just like, okay, all right. You're right. You're right. None of it's real. None of it's official, even though it came from the FBI. It was only a tip line, which is really interesting because they kept all of this shit. Why would they keep it if it had no validity?
Right.
More importantly, I'm still trying to figure out how anybody can be attached to the name Epstein and being mentioned in anything that has any close ties to that and not looked at as absolutely fucking suspect. I don't get it. I don't get why people are so busy always trying to deny things. Meanwhile, they'll pin whatever they can on an innocent person and flip it and spin it until, it just goes, wild. And yeah, I don't know. But hey, who knows?
Well, Jack, since you brought, this conversation is going to go a few different places, but let's go and talk about the Epstein in the room.
Sure. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the weirdo in the walls.
Yeah. It's interesting that you said that as far as people not believing. This might be technically considered the largest scandal like that we've seen like in our era or just,
Exactly.
in American history right now. And just as of July of 2025, they've created this what is called the Epstein Files Transparency Act, where you can't this stuff has to be put out there. My first question before we even get into the list and the names is why do you think the DOJ, the Department of Justice, kept these files hidden for so long? Whether through Trump or what do you like? What's the reason we haven't seen these
It's
files
not
up
just the
until now?
Trump administration. Don't forget the Biden administration had the ability to release these files as well, and they didn't either.
True.
So this isn't a political thing. Let's stop making it political. I think everyone wants to make it political. Oh, look at the politicians, and this isn't about the rappers, and this isn't about this, and this is about the politicians. No, it's not. No, it's not, because you got Democrats and Republicans equally aligned up in this whole foolishness. This is about a certain class of people in this country that have been doing all kinds of shit. And it really doesn't matter what your religious background is, what your social standing is, or what your political standing is. It really doesn't matter. This is not about them versus us, or no. This is about the weirdos and then the normal people. And not even normal people, just decent people. The problem is that the weirdos are outnumbering, it's looking like, the decent people 10-1. Like, does anybody get that? Like, the simple fact that nobody is holding TMZ into account for anything, and they've been mentioned in these files. Harvey Levin specifically.
He was definitely in the files. He was definitely in the files. Why? And it makes me go back, y'all. Like it keeps taking me back to the Capitol riot. It does. It keeps taking me back to the Capitol riot, where all of them, every one of those men had pedophilia and sodomy and everything on their record, even babies that they essayed on their record. It's public record. Why? Why was they set free? But it took me back to this. Somebody, can you drop Big Boy's link, please? Somebody, please drop Big Boy's link. Drop Shank Rock's link, please. And thank you. I get we be wanting to conversate, but I just need some links dropped if y'all don't mind. That's why I want to know, why is no one being arrested? She is ashamed. The government, they are crooks. She said they've been lying since King. Yes, chick simple lady. I do not. Cash Patel ain't shit. But it's before Cash Patel, right? Because you got to go back to the Kendrick Johnson unaliving and how Brian Bell's father was FBI and the corruption, right? The corruption of it all. That they hid that boy's death to this day because his sons are murderers. Crazy work, ain't it? That's why TMZ hasn't said anything. So sick. People are in the files for different reasons. It's deeper than the entertainment. Yeah, it's deeper. I'm talking about, we got Bill Gates in there talking about the C-19 that he created. Huh? See, it's a lot of stuff being overlooked because we're just looking at the pedophilia. Talks of war and everything is in these files. But I'm trying to understand, Mel, how was y'all talking to Jeffrey Epstein about this? Who was really Jeffrey Epstein? Who was Jeffrey Epstein for real? It's way bigger than we can imagine. It is, Jenny. It is. They have been doing this forever, and it's not going away. They raped, robbed, and tortured us. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Oh, yeah. They got his back against the wall for sure. Hey, honey, baby. Yeah. Yeah, Urkel. That's the first one I seen. That's the first file I came across was Bill Gates talking about the C-19. The creation. Y'all put that on China because he wasn't going. Kim Jong-un wasn't fucking with Trump. They wanted us to think that came from China. No. Can y'all imagine how many they unalived? Come on, Leisure. The pedo in the White House trying to keep his part minimal. Epstein is not the worst, though. The way these girls said what they was doing to them, the abuse of it all, because I know they got the unredacted files now. Oh, baby, they got the Republicans are even saying stuff after seeing the names. See, they try to cover up them names, y'all. They try to cover up them names, chick. Listen, my homegirls from Mali, they ran Bill Gates out of Mali because of what he was doing to women and girls. Man, too deep. Keep preaching. Danny, I'm just saying. Samad, do you see this one in the chat? Hold on, y'all. Pretty Trucker.
Salute.
Hey,
I was trying to hop on here. So I want to say real quick to the person that said that they are covering up something else. They definitely are. That's why nobody in jail. If they were gonna do anything, they'll be in jail like how Puffy is or how uh Kelly is. Like, this is not what it's about. It's something else going on that they just distracting everybody with because everybody think that these files are so important. Everybody involved in it. No, it's not just political. Like, it's everybody who's been making money and we've been watching on TV, all the influencers, they are definitely involved.
I seen
Most
Omaha
definitely.
that owns Omaha Insurance is in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mel, I don't know what you read, but Trump is definitely in them files for pedophilia. It is definitely some
Oh yeah.
victims of Trump in there for pedophilia. Hold on,
Oh yeah.
Trucker.
Okay.
Go ahead, Trucker.
We even show videos over there on the page of him kissing young girls. Them is not made up videos. Those is real life videos of him. Like, and people got to open their eyes up. He was getting sued a couple years back for groping females, and he still got away with it. Nobody did nothing about it. Nothing.
This is bigger than me.
Yeah. Go. Let me let Shane come in real quick. Trucker, stay right there. Hey,
Mm,
Shane. Salute,
okay.
babe.
Salute, Miss Parker. Salute, Trucker. I'm just gonna be brief.
So look.
I just keep stressing this. We gotta do better. I keep stressing. What are we going to do? See, how can I say it? It's like a flood, right? We see the flood coming. Okay, the flood is not going to stop. Are we going to get swiped up with the flood, or are we going to make a change? Meaning, are we going to go in a different direction? All these things that's happening is happening for you and I to make a change. You know what you got to change. I know what I got to change. And this is the cold piece about it when I say change. It could be as simple as changing your spending habits. It could be as simple as changing your diets as far as what you food, what you eat. It could be changing your relationship with your significant other. We gotta make a change. The devil ain't gonna stop being the devil. Trump ain't gonna stop being Trump. All that's in the Epstein file ain't going to stop, ain't going to go away. But see, when we talk about the distraction, do we really understand what the distraction really is? We keep saying they trying to distract us, but are we allowing them to distract us? We spend more time worrying about celebrity gossip. We spend more time worrying about what's in the files, and we're not focusing in on what we as individuals got to do. I'm going to let y'all finish cooking. I just wanted to come up and spread the word change. We got to make a change. The devil ain't going to stop being the devil. Salute, Miss Parker. Salute, Trucker.
Salute, Shane.
So look.
Hey, Mel. Come
Hey,
in. You can come in, Mel.
hey, salute, Latasha.
Hey.
I was just messing with you because your name be showing up now,
Yeah.
and Trucker. But yeah, it's more to the Epstein files than in the entertainment. All that it's anything that happens that in the magnitude of things that we see. All evil is about money. This goes back. This goes back a long time, but I can probably give y'all the most earliest time that you guys may remember. The fall of Enron, when millions of people lost a lot of money when Enron fell, with all those they had put, their investments, their life retirements that they were working many, many years for, invested in all these different things. And then when Enron fell, which then there was the war in Iraq, all these, this is a lot of this has a lot to do with Great Britain. So now, when you think about it, now that the Epstein files have come out, it's a lot of stuff in the Epstein files, but a lot of people that are in there for their names are listed because he just kept a diary. If you ask me, he's a banker. I didn't know who he was. I was like, well, who was Epstein? It was him. I know Weinstein was a movie producer, but I didn't know who he was. He was really the banker. He was making the money moves. So you have to think about even people like that we saw being successful, that became billionaires like really, really fast. So he was the banker. So he's making moves with everybody, the country. That's who he was. But the FC files is basically just his daily journaling of everybody that he had dealings with, right? So you think about Enron,
Mm-hmm.
that was crazy. But out of all the Americans that lost, some people lost their life savings, or half of them, billions of dollars. Well, where did that money go? Right? Where did that money go? Who got that money? Well,
Yeah.
the man over there in London got it, and all of those elite people took all that money. So now, oh no, we're not gonna have this. So that's how. That was the beginning of the war in Iraq. They struck first, and it was the longest war in this history, 11 years. But all the time, with all the lives that were lost, it was all about money. So the other statement I made, that from what I see from all of them, to me, Diddy's the only one that I don't think he was dealing with kids. I just don't, because they never found a money trail back to him. But I'm quite sure there's a money trail back to a lot of people when it comes to dealing with kids trafficking. But they never found a money trail on him. But he's still kind of like, they're all in the mix of it. But again, everybody in the Epstein files are in there for different reasons. Whoever he tried to deal with Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Now Trump, he was trying to shake Trump. Trump started dealing with him all the way back in, I think it was like 2000 and maybe, I don't know, 2000. But they tried to extort it. So I think that was 2006, maybe. They thought he was dumb, so they tried to extort him. And he stopped dealing with Epstein. Remember, it's just all about money, people buying stuff. It's all about money at the end of the day. And how they're making billions of dollars. And we had a sovereign country that was ran by that was kind of like ran by the federal government, and I think that's what the break is now. We're going to be a sovereign company, but not controlled by the government. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what they want to call the changing of the guards, and that's what they call that. But that's the most important thing is to realize is that I'm not saying that it doesn't have anything, because even in the entertainment business, you have to remember it was all about money. Look at all of the music artists that we lost, and everybody seemed like they was asking for their royalties.
Yeah.
And then they just started falling off line. I actually saw a video of Ariana Grande, who talked about how she went to, I guess she was getting like mental health, and how they erased her memory. Like her memory is like an old person. And these were kids that kind of like started at Disney. Just look at all those kids, who they ruined. But again, it's just all about money. And I think that's much sense that I have to put into that.
Yeah. Pretty Trucker. Let me ask Pretty Trucker something real quick. How far are you in the
Yes, ma'am.
files, Pretty Trucker?
I'm firing, but I think I definitely need to do more research. Because I don't want to be putting jackets on people that they shouldn't be on. But at the
Yeah.
same time, let me say this: if that's just like me knowing that somebody's a pedophile and me going and having dinner with them and being seen with them.
Yes.
So it is definitely was a lot of that going on. I'm not saying that those people were involved, but I'm not about to chill with somebody and I know you got a jacket on you like that, because it's gonna make it look like I'm okay with that jacket you have on.
I agree.
I can see that.
So a lot of people, and that's like she didn't say that Trump had stopped associating with him. He didn't stop associating with him. I don't want to overspeak because I don't know exactly where to send you to, but somebody had showed proof that he did talk to him since then. I'm saying, like, I know Epstein's passed away, but it is proof that they did correspond between the 2006 and his demise.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So he could try to cover that up all he wants to and act like he was just out of the loop, because he definitely was not.
Absolutely. I agree. I heard it too. I heard
Right,
that
but
too.
this is what I'm telling you guys. The Epstein files is about more than that. And once you consume that part of it, then it will open up your view as to see what was really going on. But right now, it's just seems to be all about pedophilia, and it's not. It's bigger than that.
Oh
It's
yeah, it's
way
definitely bigger than pedophilia. But
right. So
with this is the thing with me with the getting into the other parts of it. Cause when I seen the Bill Gates talking about the C-19, that definitely threw me. Pretty Trucker, you can come back because she drive. She's probably on the road, you guys. So she probably losing signal and stuff like that. She is a truck driver. But when I seen Bill Gates talking about C-19 in there, I knew it was bigger than what it was when I seen things about what they wanted to do to other countries and things like that. I knew it was bigger than that. But with me touching on essay and stuff, that stood out to me. And we still can't get away from that. We can't get away from it because it is bigger, Mel. You are correct. It is deep. They go deep. These files are deep and they're disturbing. They're very disturbing. Um,
there's 7,000 pages so far to that.
well, they
So
got the
you have
3 million pages now. They got the 3 million unredacted.
to realize that he's been keeping pretty much. I call it a journaling, a diary. He's been keeping day to day whatever he was doing. He's been keeping record of it, or whatever it was for that, whatever he was doing. But what is going to come of it, I don't know. But at the end of the day, the focus on it, the focus won't be pedophilia. I promise, it's not.
Oh no, I think it'll
They
come later down the line, but it is some
well, what
disturbing information in
well,
there.
well, right now, Prince William has denounced his wife. I mean, Prince Charles denounced his wife Camilla because now it come out. It seemed like she was behind Princess Diana death. Her and her sister was harassing her. She
Is
went
that in the
after him.
files?
But
Yes.
hold on. Can I say something to that? Can I say something to that?
Yeah, go
He
ahead.
been knew that. He been knew that. His mama is gone, so now he can speak on it. He knew that when it happened.
No, I'm talking about her husband.
I'm talking about her husband. He
Yeah.
been knew that his wife was being harassed by that lady. He had been messing with that lady for years.
I
Yes. That's why
That
they got the
wasn't
I
something
divorce.
agree
new.
with that. I do.
He had been messing with her for years.
It's gonna make him look good, man. We gotta look at it like
Absolutely.
yeah,
Because
and we gotta
he's
look
in
at it
those
like this, Mel. You mean to tell me
rem-
now that it's coming out? Go ahead, pretty trucker, and then I'll let Mel come in to rebuttal. Go ahead, pretty trucker.
No, it's just crazy. Like I've always been obsessed with Princess Diana because I just thought she was just so beautiful and she tried to do so much for the world and for her to be hushed up like that. And I always felt like Prince Charles and his mom definitely was the hushers. I always felt like Camilla was always in the background. She was always there. The only
And
reason
why
why
y'all think Harry?
can even talk, huh?
Why y'all think Harry acted out? William them knew it was talk in them walls about what happened to their mother, and that's
Mm-hmm.
allegedly when you dig into it, because I'm into Princess Diana as well. I've dug deep and listened to her recordings and everything, and she has spoke on that for years, and that's why they was keeping her
Mm-hmm.
heavily medicated. Male, you got to go back and listen to her tapes how they was medicating her when she would speak out on it and stuff like that. And I think within them years, allegedly that Harry. That's why Harry acted out and stuff more than William because Harry knew, you know what I'm saying, about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Got the one people that love Diana in the castle, and they, as they knew that they were smart enough to understand and stuff like that. William knew he was next in line, so he never, he didn't. He was older, he kept it in, but Harry acted out on those emotions, and I always
Mm-hmm.
wanted Harry acted out as bad as he did, and now that it's coming out. You know what I'm saying? I always felt that way. I always felt like Prince Charles had something to do with it as well.
well, now
Mm-hmm.
they're saying that Meghan, that Camilla paid Meghan Markle to get to lure Harry away from the royal throne. So, you know, again, all that. Remember, you got to follow the dollar. This is all about billions on top of billions of dollars. And
Well, we
I
know,
really
you know,
want to.
when you
I'm
look at it,
gonna
it's always about money and power.
exactly everything is all the way down to the kids. You know, I mean, there's a lady I can't remember her name, but when I drop down, I'm gonna go because I be sending all this stuff through TikTok. But there's a lady. She has to be right now. I want to say that maybe she's in her 80s, but she talks about how she was, drove around, and you know what I'm saying. But she was talking about how she was. Um, I don't know how to put it to make it clean. So but you could just read between the lines. But her whole family, her grandparents, everybody was, doing stuff to her when she was a little girl. And then, like, the whole family was like that. And then she was in the front yard swinging on the swing set when these men came to get her, and she watched the men give her mom a big wad of money, and then they took her. And so she lived her life being, but now she's like 80 something. And, just thank God she's still living to tell her story, you know? So
Send
this,
it to me, ma'am.
okay, when I drop down, I'm going to go find it, and I'm going to send it to you. But it's really, 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 really deep. So this is how money has been changed. And then I'll also send you the name of the man that, from London, that is like really, that's who Epstein was really dealing with. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, and too bad that so many of our, African Americans, for the sake of money, got caught up in all of the dark side of the industry, entertainment industry, but they were also, remember, brought in by somebody, you know?
Higher ups. It's always been a secret society. It has. It came from years ago, like you said, years ago before we was even thought of. It's always been a secret society. People was always set up in certain places. Like I said, if you go back, and that's why I want to break this down into pieces because I don't want it to be all over the place. You get what I'm saying? Like Princess Diana. That story goes deep because it shows the dark side of them, Princess Elizabeth them. You know what I'm saying? Is that her name? Hell, well, Mary Magdalene or whatever her name is, that the prince, whatever, Queen
Queen.
Elizabeth. Yeah, whatever her name is. But when I'm like pretty chuckle when I went to dig up things about Princess Diana, I was baffled. Like I was honestly like, what the, what, like, my God, you get what I'm saying? Like, this shit goes on, and this even up in here we way in England reading about her and all the darkness that was happening then. You know what I'm saying? Like Prince Edward's being in there. We've been, look how they just now denouncing him. Hell, Virginia Jeffrey Ben said that about him. She
Yeah.
been spoke out before the Epstein files ever came out, and they took her life, saying it was suicide. That's how deep this is going. People's lives have been taken throughout this. So many
Okay.
lives have been taken.
When we think about just regular children, just think about all the children, the royal children, right? I don't think anybody was, I don't know. It's a lot, but it has to be broken down in pieces because it's so much. It's like he wrote every day. So
He did.
everything he wrote every day.
That's the only good thing that motherfucker did, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't know anything. We wouldn't know anything. You know what I'm saying about any of this. Sharon said,
And
"Do
to
y'all remember?" She said, "Do y'all remember when Diana said 3 people in a marriage, it will never work?" Queen Elizabeth had the green light on Diana. She knew too much and she wanted to help, and that is a no. Come in, pretty trucker. Yes, chick simple lady. Yes. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did, Sharon. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. And he told on his deathbed. You know what I'm saying? He told on his deathbed because Camilla knew that, but so did the prince. He knew this. I agree with Pretty Chuck 100%. He knew this, and Diana finally found her way out because it took her forever to escape. They kept her so heavily medicated. They did so much to Diana. She couldn't see her kids, y'all, or nothing. 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 Samad, this is the link I need you to drop if you don't mind, please.
But
One of y'all drop boys link.
guess who else followed that same pattern? What's her name?
Let's go.
What's William's wife's name?
My bad. My bad. Miss Parker.
What is her name? William's wife. Um,
She said all roads leads to Rome. Absolutely.
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 She's right. She's right. Like it's deep. That's why I say it's deeper than just our little entertainment business. To me, they just low hanging fruit. But what is William's wife's name? Kate. Kate.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They did her the same way. She shouldn't see her kids. They say she had cancer. Well, another content creator covered her story like very, very extensively. She was nobody had seen her. She couldn't see her kids. So I just think that you know William is in he's all in, but I think that it may not have been a bad thing that Camilla paid Megan and Megan took Harry out of all that so he wouldn't get caught up. But I think William is caught up in that because
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh
same
yeah.
way
Because it was
his
about
daddy treated his
power,
mom.
and William wasn't gonna mess up his reign. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it go deep. I'm gonna break that down. Pretty trucker. I think that'll be a good one for
Yes,
you
ma'am.
since you like it. Because I know
Mm-hmm.
we y'all. That's why we're gonna go follow Pretty Trucker. Also, I put Big Boy's link on the screen. Barbie dropped it. Pretty Trucker. If you do it, I would like to join you since you know what I'm saying. On that side of
Absolutely.
parts and stuff. So y'all make sure y'all follow
Mm-hmm.
my girl Pretty Trucker because we're on the same wavelength. Hey Dana J, I will be over there with Dana
Mm-hmm.
J. Drop Dana J's link. I will with Dana J. Y'all drop Dana
But
J's link. I will
I'm
be over there
I'm
with
gonna
him
drop.
at 7.
I'm gonna drop it down real quick because I don't want y'all to keep hearing the truck. I just want to say this real quick. I seen somebody say something about Beyonce could be a spokesperson for autism. She could be a spokesperson if she was the one taking care of them kids. See, that's why I feel like she know better to make herself look like that when everybody knows that she has Nana. She's not hands on taking care of them kids.
Right. And Jaguar Wright said that. Jaguar Wright
Like you
definitely
can
spoke
tell the
on
way
that.
I have family members, you know what I'm saying, that have kids that have autism, and the way she deal or handle with them kids in public, you can kind of tell like she's not used to dealing with them when they acting out.
no, Blue is the mama, and I saw some
Mm-hmm.
really bad energy between Blue and Jay Z at the Super Bowl. It was really disturbing type of energy that I saw between them two.
Yeah, they gonna have a problem with Blue because Blue not about to be quiet. See, I don't want to get off subject, so I'm gonna stop there. Salute everybody. I'm gone.
Trucker, I will, I'll hit you on the back end. You
Huh?
get what I'm saying? We
Oh,
can, I'll
yeah,
hit you on the back end. Make sure y'all follow my girl Pretty Trucker. Y'all will
absolutely.
be, I will
Salute
be over there
everybody.
content and stuff like that. So that's gonna be a second place I go when y'all see me do content that I'm not doing over here. I'm gonna go over there with Pretty Trucker because we're on the same wavelength and we talk about this on the back end. We've been talking about this for a few days now. different things and stuff. Hey, Short Stack. Hey, T Meals. Mel, I'm gonna get back to the video. Anything else you want to add before I get back to this video?
I'm going to drop down so you can complete your demonstration. I just
All
came
right.
off the
Thanks. Don't
gas.
forget to send me that thing. Send me that link, Mel.
All right now.
All right. Thanks to Pretty Truck and thanks, Mel, for hitting the link. Anybody's welcome to come up here and share their opinion on this. She said there's a lot of people who live with shame because they don't know how to deal with their special needs children. And that is true, because I was chick simple lady. So I can attest to that. You know what I'm saying? Short Stack, drop you and DJ's link as well. But y'all make sure y'all follow all the content creators. I will be over there with Dana J at 7:30 tonight. He's talking about the Glorilla and her sister situation and stuff, and why do is Glorilla required to make sure her family's good? Hey Nika, hey love bug. Hold on, Nika. Let me match you up to my baby.
Yeah.
He ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying nothing. Why not?
He's busy with a ransom right now.
With a ransom.
Yeah, that is.
For what? His stolen pride?
Well, let's break it down like this. Back in '07, Epstein was caught with all these charges, pled to a lesser, crime, got 13 months, got out, got right back to it.
Yeah, kind of like Diddy, right?
Yeah. Do you blame at all the government outside of politics? Do you blame the government for just, should they keep an eye on people that have that much money with that much power? Of course, they have to go through, the judicial system. But yeah, let's just keep an eye on this person. Like, do you feel?
Did y'all hear listen to what real life street stars just said to Jaguar? Nika, that should have been done. He said, with people, hey, Erica Davis, what's going on? Happy Tuesday, sis. He said, people with that much money and power. This is all it's ever been, money and power. But with the power, it comes with sadistic rituals. The power don't come because you got money. The power comes from satanic and sadistic rituals. And we wonder again where the missing kids are by the thousands. By the thousands. This is where. Why they ain't mentioning that ranch of Epstein's? Where the young girls, the underage girls will go and have babies. The breeder ranch is what they call it. Again, like I said, why ain't nobody arrested? We got Camilla in the damn files of Epstein showing that she had something to do with Diana's death. We got people being unalived in these files, y'all. We got the C-19 in these files, and God knows 3 million pages. And they only released just the tastefuls. I mean, my God, I don't know what to look at first when I go watch them. I don't know what to go. It's so much. That's why I said this got to be broke down. This just can't be talked about on the live. You got to break it down. Cause that Diana shit go deep. The Rockefellers and shit, that's dark. That's something different. That's something different. Thank you, Nika. Thank you. And what Jaguar has put out, she is traumatized. She's saying things that you are not supposed to say. She's saying things that is going to get her unalived if somebody doesn't put protection around her. Hey, 80s baby. Hey, sis. Jay-Z and Beyonce put a cease and desist on her to shut her mouth. For what? Y'all think it was just because she's talking about kids? Hell, we talk about people. I heard so many people talk about people's kids and shit, dead loved ones and shit. Nicki Minaj said it. She said it. And she put the name on it. She said Jay-Z and them, all of them, are buying babies from other countries and unaliving them, doing satanic rituals. Don't forget, Eazy-E, they injected him with HIV. If that don't show you, if that ain't dark, Miss Parker, you not allowed this so much. Shit. Miss Parker not trying to be dumb, but where do I go to get the files? I'll drop it in her. I'll drop the files. If y'all somebody, if y'all can drop the link to the files, can y'all drop it in here, please? If y'all got the link. Let me get it real quick and drop it in here for y'all. It's a lot, y'all. It's I'm telling you, it's gonna have y'all all over the place. Stick to a couple. You know what I'm saying? I would I don't even know how to explain it. And I ain't even as far as the Camilla part, y'all. That's the thing. I'm not even that far in to see Camilla. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped the link to the files in the chat right here. I just dropped the link right there to the Epstein files. Hell, look at it. www.justice.gov Epstein. That's crazy work. Crazy work. Have anyone did a live breaking the files down? That's what I'm doing. I did my first one the other day and stuff like that. Pretty Trucker's gonna do the ones. I hope she gets the files and stuff. Pretty Trucker, look in the files and get the one with Camilla. And I would do what I would do. I'll get with you, Pretty Trucker, on the back end, but I'm gonna do part 2 to mine on Saturday of the Epstein files. Thank you, Miss Sharon sis. Thank you for gifting that green jacket. If you got that green membership jacket from Sharon, get it. It is still cold outside, and it's always good to wear a jacket. Okay, over here. You're welcome. You're welcome, just Danny. It's all kind of stuff. She said, and this kind of stuff been going on in this satanic world. The celebrities have been so. When I seen Bill Gates, Nika, when I seen Bill Gates talking about the C-19, oh baby, I ain't got the look. I ain't got the rest since the files been let out. I kid y'all not. I have not got to really rest. Cause it's almost like I'm gonna miss something, just like how they said about Camilla. I haven't got that far, but you know, you be skipping in and out of it. You be going around messages and stuff. It's talks of doing things to other countries, horrible things, and that's why I agree with Mel. It's bigger than pedophilia in there. It's a lot. It's a lot. It'll have your brain going crazy, and it will have you sick to your stomach. Reading about the essaying of the children and stuff. Yeah, Pretty Truck. I'm gonna send you the recordings and stuff like that. I'll send them on the back end. You know I'm gonna send them back, but I'll send them to you on the back end and stuff. I'll Instagram, matter of fact, because Diana's story was really deep, and knowing that Camilla's in these files is deep. It's deep. It's deep.
Like the government dropped the ball.
Yeah. That's obvious. You would think that with everything that is attached to the Jeffrey Epstein crazy,
Yeah, I get it.
that they wouldn't have wanted to see it happen again. You know? You would think that they wouldn't have wanted to see it happen again. And I don't know, it's just kind of wild to me because where is Diddy any different than Epstein? Really? Where is it any different?
Y'all heard what she said? Where's it any different? Miss Sharon said, I'm staying away from the files. They sound dark and I have to protect my spiritual portal. And I can respect that. I can respect that. It's dark, but at the same time, it's some valuable information in there. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be things about food. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be things like that in there too. So it is some valuable information in them files. So I don't want to screw you off, but I get it. Protect your peace. Camilla Pombo. Oh, Miss Vic put it in here. Oh, wait. Vic, send it in the back end. Send it on the back end to me. Send it in the Discord. Ain't you in the Discord, Vic? Send me that one in the Discord so I can go to it. I'll put it in there. Put that file in there for me, if you don't mind. If you find the can of Lysol, C19 was on the back of the can for years before it came out. And when C19 came out, it was shown that the Simpsons had put it out that the C19 was on the back. It was in the Simpsons. And you guys, this new virus that's coming out that's deadlier than the Simpsons, I'm gonna also push that out because me and Pretty Chuckle was talking about that. She's pretty heavy on that too with me. And they was talking about this virus. So I'm gonna play that for you guys as well, where the Simpsons talked about a virus after C19 that was going to be deadly and it wasn't going to be a cure for it. So I want to talk about that as well. Sacrifices have been made for years. Absolutely. I don't know if I want to watch. I get it, Karen. I get it. I don't think I can stomach reading the files. I'll just watch and listen here. Okay, boss lady, because I'm going to break them down. Okay. And there goes Pretty Chuckle's link. Let's go subscribe to it, guys. Even if y'all don't feel comfortable tuning in to everybody, just go over there, subscribe, so we can get her monetized and we can push this content out. Okay.
What's the difference?
What's the difference, y'all, with Diddy and Epstein? Same shit, right?
Very
Like
true.
now that all of this stuff is coming out,
And Epstein was worse.
what's the difference?
What's the difference?
Yeah, I think Epstein with underage girls triggered a bigger alarm.
Yeah, but
Hey, Rob.
I'm sorry. Why is nobody paying attention to the fact that there were underage girls that were allegedly attached to Diddy as well? Unfortunately, one of them,
I gotta look at
Anna
that. I
Kane,
didn't see
who
that.
was a minor as well, who was underage when she was flown from Michigan to New York. Well, actually, from Michigan to New Jersey, and then drove into New York to Daddy's house, where a train was ran on her by Diddy and allegedly two other people in Daddy's house. She was what, 16, 17? Now tell me something. And by the way, her case was filed in court before Diddy went to trial.
I remember.
Isn't that interesting? Now, there was no testimony from her included in his trial. Just like there was none of Little Rod's testimony or evidence included in his trial, which is funny because his trial.
Let's go, Jaguar.
I mean, the raid, most of what they found in the raid came from information that came from Little Rod. Or is everybody forgetting that? Like, it's just everyone's so damn forgetful.
Get tax expertise.
Yeah,
without
lady.
hidden fees.
First and foremost,
And Epstein didn't want little black girls because he felt like they fought back. He was against black girls on the island. He said that, one thing about us, I don't care. You ain't gonna get too many of us over there, and we ain't who. You might got your couple to slide through there, but you ain't getting a lot. And like Chick Simple Lady said, it triggered a big old alarm because now it's your blonde hair and blue eye girls. And the fact, another one that stood out to me, and I think Shank Rock is covering this because where he does the John Benet Ramsey, is the connection to John Benet Ramsey being in the Epstein files. That shows y'all how deep this shit goes. John Benet Ramsey is in those files. How? When y'all made it like somebody in the house or somebody that used to do the gardening or something did something to John Benet Ramsey. That's how you know this goes deeper. It's talking about rituals and how Epstein and John Benet Ramsey's father had the same lawyer. The attachments of it all is astronomical, really. That's how deep this shit goes. It goes further than kids being touched, you guys. How did John Benet Ramsey's name get attached to the Epstein files? It blew me. It blew me. The Simpsons had many predictions. What's happening today? Pray for protection for Jaguar. I agree. Chick Simple Lady, you heard me. Hey, Misunderstood. Y'all make sure y'all follow Misunderstood too. Drop her link. She talks about Trump. She's been talking about Candace Owens as well. And so has my sister, Auntie Fee, about the facts. Y'all make sure y'all follow these sisters and keep up because it's time for us to wake up, y'all. And like Shank said, we can't keep having the distractions. Hell, we are being distracted. We are allowing ourselves to be distracted. Like I said about the Nancy Gunther story. Y'all see how the internet is flooded with Nancy. Why? Now my eyes are open. I got my third eye open to say, why is this so big? That's black. The black that's over the Disney said she was going to put out as many gay scenes as she can. Me too. And we are against him too. No loss, LOL, okay? Hey, Sean G, how you doing? You guys, the speaker box is from the Mo3 sector. He was the best friend of Mo3. So you guys know I'm from the Mo3 sector. He has a channel. So if you guys don't mind dropping the speaker box link, welcome, Sean G, and thank you for coming through and stuff. Appreciate you. It's a lot of it's a distraction. Yeah, the distraction. Yeah, Chicken Simple Lady. That's a distraction. That's what you call a distraction. Cause ain't it funny that they said she was kidnapped, right? Then they had the kids come in. Now it's now it ain't she didn't have a camera. Somebody put a camera over her house, and then the Ring camera that she had got cut off. Who had access to her cameras besides her kids? Now they saying the kids' stories are changing. That's how you know it's a distraction. But you got Nancy Grace on it. You got all the huge white bloggers covering this, getting 26,000 in their chat. Now we have a new virus that's out that's going to take maybe 2 million lives. You're welcome, Shanji. Savannah did an interview with a victim in 2019. Might be wrong about the year. Girl, Stephanie, you hear me? Ciao. Samad, drop the speaker box link. Thank you for dropping all our links, but drop the speaker box link and drop Misunderstood's link. One of the other mods can drop her link as well. Let's keep up with these content creators so we won't be distracted, so we can stay woke. And Shanti, I seen your content earlier. I swung by there in the bushes earlier while I was getting dressed, and you had some good content over there. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, content. The drama and the negativity is going to be here, y'all. That's the distraction, too. Those are distractions. That's why I stay in my own yard and try to stay focused and keep my third eye on the prize at all times. That's what I was about to say, Miss Parker. 2020, when we was shut down, it was the time to get grounded and open the third eye so you can be able to see all of this. Hey, SIT, absolutely, Nika, you heard me. The COVID was. What up, SIT Kim, bruh? Thank you for coming through. Hey, Jacqueline. Happy Tuesday to y'all. Hey, Royalty, what's going on, Bookie? How y'all doing? Y'all drop the Royalties link, too. She's a content creator in the Mo3 sector. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to her as well. She's going to be sharing a story about a young lady's life being taken in Baltimore, Maryland. Another sad story, another sad situation. See, we're not coming up with solutions and resolutions. Because I got to get back because I'm so distracted with these Epstein files that I'm missing a bigger picture too. Focusing back on the communities. focusing on what's happening to us. That's why Trump did the immigration thing. That's why that's why Trump started doing the ICE thing to distract us. America's really falling apart, y'all. We are fuck around and be in bad shape. We are. He has turned this country the fuck up. And it's great to affect each and every one of our households. It is. Food prices are up. More cancer and stuff are being put into the food. And see, we sit here going at each other because that's what they want. Because the division has been started. This is the time to unify for real. We ready to start fighting for our life in real time. And not just with diseases. But some shit is about to go down. And I ain't ready. I ain't even prepared. I ain't got my kids prepared. I've got to make decisions to get the fuck up out of this country, leave my children and my grandchildren behind, because I can't force my kids to leave. Trump's trying to shut the bridge down to Canada. Come on, y'all. I was against Shank moving out of this country for the longest. But I had to sit back and really, like I said, focus on what's really happening. And these Epstein files are just the tip of the iceberg. Because I bet you by the time we get to the bottom of the paper, it's going to open up another can of worms. We as people need to stand up for all children and each other. I'm not ready yet either. She said, now you're ready to leave with him. Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Under his leadership period, we need to stay woke. The devil's working overtime to destroy this country. Was the wall built? Distractions. Girl, they opened up a new bridge to Canada, and girl, he's fighting to shut it down and block it. Yeah, because have you heard anything else about the damn wall? Let's go. Nothing. Nothing. Well, wasn't it about money? Remember, y'all, wasn't that about money? This been going on before the internet. The internet is exposing the darkness of this world. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'm ready to go, y'all. I'm ready to go. And start a new life at that. If that means leaving YouTube, I mean, because YouTube is just the red ad where I could to come and, you know what I'm saying, just release. It's a little meditation for me. Haven't heard a word on that wall. Ain't heard a damn thing about that wall. Wall didn't get finished because Mexico. Right. You want them out of here. that's like me want my neighbors to keep their kids out of my yard. I'm gonna build a fence. I'm going to build a fence and it's gonna keep you out. If you want these people out so bad, you build the wall. See, our tax money, again, pay attention to our tax money. Our tax money is keeping them rich, the Donald Trumps and all of them. We do that. We do that. He's trying to make the cost of buying a house expensive. He said he had the nerve to say on national TV, I don't want my rich people's gardeners to have their house, a house like theirs. What you mean? See, it's coming out. Ground beef is manufactured in China, sent to America, then U.S. labels it and processes it to you in the U.S. But then nobody believed them when they said start growing your own gardens and buy some land. Put you some vegetation out there. Nobody started their own garden. That's why I always say, dang, I hate having a hard head in a soft ass and not really paying attention to my daddy hunting and farming. The importance of what he was really showing us as we was growing up, the importance of him hunting and why he had a garden in his backyard and still got a garden today in our backyard. And why he was so picky at things like that. We didn't have meat. We didn't have hamburger meat in our freezer. We had to eat deer, squirrel, all kind of shit, rabbits hanging in the back. Like, we was embarrassed by the shit versus getting educated on the shit. We was embarrassed when daddy was trying to educate us, not embarrass us. That 10 billion lawsuit is our money. It's like he's suing us. We should counter sue. Absolutely, Stephanie. Absolutely. Chrissy, you heard me? Danny, I'm just saying. Wall was not stopping Mexicans from using underground tunnels. Anyways, that wall was racism itemized or personalized, if you will. It was. Ken, I agree. I agree 100%, Ken. Watch the CC that speaks on awareness. Watch how they try to shut them up. We didn't listen back then, but now we see what they was telling us. And like I was telling y'all before, my daddy had the compass on his hunting knife. And me not going to school to finish my education, when he was telling us I'm not educated on the compass. Because when my daddy would go on the farm and stuff, we would try to figure out how our father knew his way back with just a knife. And he said, this is how you do your compass. And where I wanted to run the streets and not be educated, I would be lost versus what my dad taught me. Miss Parker, I swear I've been taking my babies fishing every chance we can get. Yes, sent it by. Thank you, Miss Beak. I appreciate you so much. And my daddy even told me in Shank, Nika, he was like, I was telling him to take Shank fishing and show him what it's like to go fishing. And he was like, not right now. This was back a few months ago. And he said, it's a certain part of the year you go fishing. He said, because how the sun is with the water. He said, it's a certain good time to go fishing and catch fish. And I didn't know that. See, I'm just be ready to go fishing. Not knowing that. You know what I'm saying? But he's educating us again. If over 80,000 kids go missing in this country every year, where are those kids? Absolutely. Can you turn on your camera, Ted Turner, so I can see who you are? Let me put on my banner. Give me a second, y'all. Let me find a banner. Where's my Mark D? Where my frog at? I don't know. Oh, he left when I said cam up. Somebody tried probably porn bomb. Come on down, Miss Parker. We use walkie-talkies and compasses, making fires. We've been in the wild. Man, Steph, apparently McDonald's. Yeah, they said we have to get permission to start a garden. I started one because I live in the country. Now, when we have to start getting permission to build a garden? Nika, I know. He's good. That's my co-host. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, we live on the air right now. I'm backstage.
Yeah, we live, Ted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Miss Jaguar, I guess we can get right on into it. I saw you on your Piers Morgan interview. What actually happened that's I say that scared him and made him take the interview down?
Cause I was looking for it, Ted. I couldn't find it because I seen a clip on TikTok earlier when I was getting these clips. And you're right, I came across it and I seen a clip and I couldn't find it when I came to YouTube. What do you think made him take that interview down? Cause I think it tied into with Jaguar speaking out. I think it tied into the Prince Edward shit. I really do. I think it tied into the, getting the Britain and all of that, getting going deep as she goes. And Pierce is, he's paid off. I think Pierce is. Do you think he's biased? Cause he does have a controversial show, Ted. He does. And
Right,
he will let
right,
them come
right.
over and say what, even if he chops them or whatever, he checks them at the end or whatever, he do let people come and put it on the table.
Right. I guess it depends on. Well, I answered the first question first. Yeah, I do think he's biased.
He do be
But
biased. He do.
yeah, definitely that. But yeah, he'll let you say certain things about certain people. But I think it was the Rock Nation angle what made him
Look,
stop. But I was just
there it is.
wondering what was actually said though.
Erica said Jay-Z threatened him. She said Jay-Z threatened him. Jay-Z got more power than what I think people are giving him, Ted.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely got some power.
Right. Okay. So you can't say anything about him. What was actually said though? What did she say that made them afraid of
She
Jay
said,
Z?
she said, she said, I'm gonna say 4 names. And she said, you tell me who's affiliated. She said, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein. She said, Sean Diddy Combs, and R. Kelly. And Prince was like, who? She said, Sean Carter.
Oh, okay.
That's why it was,
He was
to me, when she
associated to
said,
all those names.
he said, who do you think? She said, I got 4 names I want to mention to you. I got the clip. And he said, who? And when she gave him 4 names, and she said, she said, why ain't the 5th person ever mentioned? How does all these 4 men, all this stuff happen to these 4 men? And he said, who's the 5th man? She said, Sean Carter.
Mm, that's crazy.
Come
So
on, is it true, Ted, or not? Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z is in all kind of pictures. He was very much affiliated to Jeffrey Epstein. Him and Puff Daddy,
so
we know.
hold on. The fact you saying they was in pictures?
Yeah, it's all kind of pictures of Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z. All kinds.
I mean, what? Because they was in pictures, that mean they know each other.
Everybody knew what Harvey Weinstein was doing with them kids. Come on, that's just like
Okay.
the industry is just like the hood.
Mm.
Something go down the hood, Ted. Come on, somebody gonna call somebody. Everybody might not know, but somebody in the hood know. Just like tell me this: don't people in jail know what happened in the streets before we do?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I'm not saying that nothing happened or nothing didn't happen. I just wonder what people, you know what I'm saying, so-called smoking gun or evidence was. So they saying that he is tied to all these people and he been in pictures with these people. So he obviously knows something or has done something. Is that what they leaving forward saying?
But it's giving the circle of power. This is powerful men. This ain't no little baby, the baby, and all of them type of circles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is the elite circle.
Right.
Some of the biggest
So,
elite.
mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So was his letter to Pierce that he does not know these people this way and that he better knock it off or he gonna get sued? Or it'll be a shame if your house blew up? I mean, what did he say to Pierce to make him drop the interview?
So you're right, Ted. Though it is something to look into, Ted, and I think it'll be good if you know what I'm saying, with you being into it and wanting to know. I think this is content. This is good content to really dig. Once you get in that rabbit hole, Ted, you ain't gonna be able to come up out of it. You got
Right.
I'm gonna drop the. Did you get the Jeffrey Epstein files? I dropped the link in the chat.
Okay, I'll definitely check on that.
Let me get it
I'm
for
trying to see if I can schedule you to come on my platform.
Yeah.
When you
I can
got
do it on Friday. I can do it on Friday.
Friday it is. Friday it is. What time?
Let's do late in the evening, about 7 o'clock.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
Let me
Perfect.
drop my email for you in the chat. If Big Boy can get it, you know what I'm saying, for
Okay.
you. Email me and
Okay.
we'll but I'm gonna drop the Epstein files in there. It's deep. When I seen, like I said, it's
Okay.
certain things in her TED that's just kind of throwing me like it's messing me up.
Right.
And you remember when Diddy had that party? Remember Diddy had that party? It was him, Jay Z, DJ Khaled, and had what was it called? The elite something.
Okay.
And I kind of then that picture stuck to me. You know what I'm saying? And Diddy said something, and Jay Z was like, "Don't do that." He was like, all right, my bad." If you go back and find that at
Mm-hmm.
all white party that they was at, if y'all remember, Diddy and them all had on them white suits, and Diddy was, Diddy. One thing about Diddy, he talk. You get what I'm saying? And he said something. Jay Z was like, "No, like look at that nigga, like nigga." And he was like, "Okay, my
Mm.
bad." He was saying a lot, you know what I'm saying? But he called it something. I gotta once we get together, Ted, I'll have some stuff. I want to get
Okay.
with you before then. Thursday, we need to connect Thursday. That way we can talk about some stuff before we hit the panel and
Okay.
go behind each other with the content and stuff. And I can send you some clips that I seen. But now you got me wondering, what did Jay-Z say to Piers Morgan to take that interview down? Because I was looking for it.
Right. 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 Because Pierce is always saying something controversial. He always trying to, you know, do the most. But he was scared when he got that letter or whatever they sent him.
Mm-hmm.
He immediately retracted that whole interview.
Yeah.
And he let people come on his platform and say the most.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel hearing Jay-Z's name? I mean, like, how do you really what's your
Right.
input on Jay-Z at this point, hearing that, you know what I'm saying, he's a part of the Epstein files.
Right. When before it was always a little whispers and rumblings once it started coming out whose name could be in this stuff. And I would have never thought I would have never thought of Jay like that until they started trying to connect these little weird dots about the ages of these women that he been with, you know what I'm saying, over time. So you know the old saying where there's smoke, there's fire. And his name is always caught up in the same kind of smoke alarm.
Is it coincidental, Ted?
That's what they want you to think.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that level you're gonna run into these people. I get that. I get that. But you always run into this, you always run into that, you always this, you always that, but you ain't never did nothing. Come on, man. Something
And
ain't
we
right
can't
in
say
this future.
Yeah, and we
Right.
can't say Jay ain't dirty because we heard Dame speak out. And, I just found the clip of Dame saying how, Jay was upset about him and Aaliyah dating and stuff. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And it has always been things said, come on. Ain't it like, you know how I was playing Kim Porter's um documentary the other day. And
Uh-huh.
if you go back, P. Diddy went to the studio, met with Al B. Sure, and he said was eyeing Kim. You get what I'm saying? But then we look at
Uh-huh.
Cassie. He had Cassie and her boyfriend there at the studio ready to sign Cassie. And what happened with Cassie? He ended up with Cassie the same way he ended up with Kim. And that's how I'm seeing Jay-Z, because your homeboy messed with Aaliyah. How you end
Mm-hmm.
up after, because R. Kelly end up messing with Aaliyah? How you end up being on albums with R. Kelly, like being in the vicinity of these men that y'all ended up messing with they women?
Mm.
And
So
show you right there. And show you right there. That starts the trail for me.
Okay. And and then see the Russell Simmons connection. And it's just a lot of different angles and connections that where there's smoke, there's fire.
Mm,
So do you think the Queen be involved?
absolutely. Cause they said they just came up here and told me that Camilla's in her for taking the life of Prince Diana in the files. I ain't even made it that far yet.
Not Harris.
Yeah, her and their mama. And Princess Diana did them recordings and stuff. She was doing them all personal interviews um
Uh-huh.
and recordings, and she was talking about how the queen had her drugged up and stuff, and where she couldn't see her kids and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, she was talking about being in that castle and how she wasn't able to see them kids and how they kept her drugged up. And you know, one of the maids to curve her and would say she gave her the drug sometimes, but she didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because Diana was trying
Uh-huh.
to escape from there, and she didn't want to leave her kids, but she knew she didn't have the resources or nothing to get Harry and William. It's deep, Ted.
Mm.
It's deep.
Dang, that's crazy, man. I really appreciate it. I was in the middle of a conference call when I saw you were still live, and I wanted to make sure I popped up on you. Salute the Big Boy TV, man. He working hard out here in these streets, man. So salute the Big Boy TV.
Yeah, salute to Big
Oh,
Boy. I appreciate that. Let me play this clip for you real
mm.
quick. What Jaguar had to
Okay,
say. Because I just seen
okay,
somebody put it in there, and they was in the chat telling you that Jay-Z lived over there, and he was friends with Harvey. He was good close friends with Harvey Weinstein, and they was putting that in the chat, but I missed it to put it up here. They said Jay-Z
right.
actually lived in London.
What kind of business did him and Harvey have together? Or
We're
what
gonna
kind
get
of
into.
interest?
I'm gonna pull some
Okay,
stuff up, Ted. I'm gonna pull some stuff up for us for
okay.
Friday. We'll save that one for Friday and
I
stuff.
got you.
Actually,
I got you.
tomorrow too, Ted, pull up tomorrow, even if it's just in the chat, because I'm gonna be
Yes,
doing
ma'am.
Kathy White, who was the mistress of Jay-Z, who they're saying is Blue Ivy's real mother.
Mm. Okay, yeah, definitely. I'll do that. Yeah, I can hold on for one more segment with you, but yeah, I really got to run. But yeah, I
Go
can do
ahead, Ted.
one more
Go ahead.
segment
Go
with
ahead. Go
you.
ahead, Ted. I'm gonna pull back up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying, in the chat. You guys make sure Ted drop down in the chat so we can get your link and stuff like that. We can get your channel link and stuff so we can come over there with you at 7 on Friday. You know what I'm saying, for me and you to
Okay,
keep break down some stuff together.
thank you. I really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
It's
I'm
Ted,
honored.
it's Ted Turner, Elwood Studios TV. I'm gone. Thank you, thank you,
All
thank
right,
you.
Ted. Thank you for pulling up on me. I appreciate it. Yeah, Dana J. I'm doing that one tomorrow, Dana J. You need to pull up on me, Dana J. Tomorrow, you guys. I'm breaking down Kathy White's documentary and stuff like that. And I want to play some stuff that Jaguar White Wright definitely has said and other people had said, everybody ain't your friend. Cause Kathy had a so-called friend who, just like Ted Turner said, well, dang, why Pierce Morgan take that interview down is the same way that this friend of that y'all gonna know once I say her name tomorrow. This well-known friend of hers, supposed to have been her best friend. I just cracked the code. What's your email? Dana J. I ain't going deep with you today, man. I will be over there with Dana J tonight, y'all, though, at 7:30 and stuff. He's breaking down the Glorilla and her sister thing. I caught something too. I gotta look at my phone. I be putting so much in there. Look, Nika said yes, Miss Parker, yes. They did Nipsey in with the help of Lauren London, that GQ photo shoot with Lauren on the white and all those flowers was saying a lot, speaking And I definitely seen Jaguar speak out on that. I thought I had the clip. Absolutely, Nika. Absolutely. Absolutely. Never liked that friend. Okay, just Danny, man, Danny, you heard me. TVS, thank you. But that's gonna be. I'm doing that. I'm gonna do that one tomorrow. I put it for Thursday, but I want to cover it tomorrow. But Nipsey, and y'all remember who introduced Nipsey to Diddy? Wasn't it London? Y'all remember in the studio, if you go back, what did Diddy tell Nipsey? Like, stop laughing or stop smiling? Nipsey said, who? Nigga. London had this face like, shit was happening too soon. Is Glorilla and her sister twins? I don't know, Stephanie, but they sure do got some strong. I know they got the same mom and daddy, but I don't know if they twins.
This conversation is going to go a few different places, and I know some spaces you're going to be passionate about, some others, we just really kind of want to get your opinion on. But we really want to touch on, with Epstein, these files being released, the list of names that were technically either on the island or on the plane or just, redacted. And as we go through some of these names and as we speak on it, before we go through the celebrities or, those people's names that we know, can you please give us your take on the Jane Does that were part of this list that did not want their names out there, that their names were probably, put out there, and they've been sheltering themselves from whatever traumas they had to live with, over these years. Let's speak on those names first, as far as the names that were, unfortunately put out there without their consent, that were listed probably as Jane Does in the past.
Well, what do you want to speak on exactly? Because honestly, I don't want to speak on them either. Their names have now been thrown out into the world, and it's not cool. I know. I mean, for crying out loud, guys, you've known me for going on 6 years now. We've been going down this rabbit hole, and there are people's names that I'm protecting still, that I will continue to protect still. So it sucks for them. So if there's anybody in particular you want to speak about, I mean, what do you want to talk about?
Even with those names, that even those people that you would want to protect, I want to speak on the mentality of, someone wanting to just keep their peace versus being part of this show. What they went through is what they went through. And if you know anybody that, whether through this Epstein stuff or just in general, what is the mentality behind saying, I'd rather not be a part of this show or be a part of this public display of, this circus, I guess you could say, and I'd rather stay anonymous. What is the mentality behind even people that you know?
Fear.
That word moves around a lot.
Of course, fear, because, that's just like us going into an elite party. I want to read off some of these things. If y'all read the files today, this is what some of the codes are when you read the files. Let me screenshot it so I can read it to you guys. All right, you guys. When you read the file, hot dog is for boy. This is for the hey Ellen, how you doing? This is for the Young Miami. You said Diddy don't like light skinned girls. Young Miami is very light skinned. She's not a dark complected girl at all. Jennifer Lopez is of a light skin texture. Cassie is a light skin texture. When you see pizza in the transcripts, hey Miriam, when you see pizza in the transcript, that stands for girl. Cheese is little girl. Pasta is little boy. Ice cream is male prostitute. Walnut is a person of color. Map is semen, and sauce is orgy. So when y'all reading the transcripts and y'all see them speak of pizza, hot dog, these are the codes. Thank you, Thank you, Dana J, because I meant to get it the other day, which I probably did. But like I said, I really need to categorize everything. Um, when I start saving it in my phone and stuff, I need to really put everything together. The files got to go with the files because that's why I be all over the place, not putting stuff in order. But hot dog is for boy. Pizza is for girl. Cheese is little girl. Pasta is little boy. Ice cream is male prostitute. Walnut is they want a person of color. Map is semen. And sauce is orgy. Have you looked at the photos from the Phasmus Park? I know there are a lot. Y'all seen a couple. I seen a couple. I've kind of been stuck on the journal. I can't get past trying to code the journal, but it is some girls on Facebook coding the journal of the one little girl, that wrote those. It was so coded, like it was crazy, but they're over there breaking it down. So I'm stuck on the journal of the young lady that had the baby and stuff. Check out your other file I sent. Okay, thank you, Dana. But look how he truly treated them. Yeah, Yolanda, look how he treated Kim. Hell, mother of his kids and stuff. Miss Park, I sent you an email. Subject Jay-Z. Okay, got you, Erica. Thank you. I have the real Epstein file photos. Dana, get them to me. Can you get those to me? And don't forget, y'all, that Pretty Trucker is going to break down the Princess Diana part of the Epstein files. She's going to break it down. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, me too, Ellen. Me too. Yeah, I want them, Dana. I want them.
Fear. It's it's fear.
I couldn't, Passion.
Why
I think I was doing it wrong. I
would
think I
you
was
want to throw
bottom
yourself
up,
out there
bottom up.
when you
Right,
have
Passion?
people that have access to lawyers, who have access to private investigators, who have the ability to hunt you down at your house,
Dana.
at your doctor's office, hunt down your family members, bother them, harass them? And by the way, just in case people have forgotten the details that I'm speaking of, that's what happened to that 13-year-old autistic victim. Well, she was 13 at the time. She's now in her late 30s, of course.
And they talk about the many bodies that's buried down there in Mar-a-Lago. Miss Parker, I have a lady I want you to watch that's been exposing this type or more since 2020 or more. Yeah, Rob, give it to me. Give me her name. Epstein was just found on a popular gang. Yes, Epstein was definitely had an account that is now deactivated on Roblox. Snoop introduced Nipsey to Lauren. There is no way everything was placed in her hand after Nip was unalived. I don't know, Sharon, but I know that Nipsey, you'll see a video, it's videos out there where that's how he met Diddy. I don't know how Nips and Lauren met, but she definitely introduced him to P. Diddy. There's a website that allows you to look up things as if you're in his actual emails. Thank you, Passion. Thank you, because I didn't know if reading hers, I seen what the girls was telling me how they was doing it. I didn't know if I go to the bottom letter, then come to the top, bottom letter, top, or how they was doing it, or was it going vice versa? It's a lot to decode that, and it's a lot how they was putting it. You gotta break it down in elementary levels for me. She said Second Life too. Yeah, you think the Epstein photos of him in Israel are real? I ain't seen that one. Hey, my African queen, what's going on? She said, sure was. She said, Lord, shaking my head. Hey, Dale. Um, it's a lot. It's the files are a lot, and I get what Jaguar saying. You guys, people are not speaking out because of fear. If y'all seen that the judge in Georgia that was great to talk about how the election of Donald Trump's the first election was a fraud. His house blew up. If you guys want to Google that, their house definitely blew up and stuff like that. So you can't tell me what's real and what isn't. And stuff like that, just for speaking out, wanting to be honest or being put on the spot to be honest and transparent. Their house blew up. The wife and the husband that spoke out about CPS being a trafficking ring for the kids. She said, I don't want to die keeping this secret. Her and her husband was unalived. You're doing good, girl. I'm telling you, Savvy Sabs will make it easier for you. Okay, thank you. Let me write that down. Appreciate that. Cause I'm so stuck on it. I'm letting the white girls over there break it down for me. You know what I'm saying? They over there decoding it. You hear me? And I'm just following along. I believe what the file said about Biden. I haven't got that far, Passion. What did they say about Biden? And it was a reason why Obama and Biden did let this. So I gotta follow Obama too. You know what I'm saying? I get trying to protect the country, but y'all have protected pedophilia. Y'all have protected and you know, Obama, that you protected Bill Gates for putting that virus out, and that it wasn't the Chinese people. It's a lot of lies and truths being uncovered from the lies that's being told to the American people, y'all. And for Bill Gates to infect y'all, to let this man unalive millions of people, take millions of lives to come up with a virus just so he can make a vaccine and make millions. Because y'all got to go back. Who did they wait for to make the vaccine? Bill Gates had to make the first vaccine for the C-19. Okay? Bill Gates made the first vaccine. He had to first. And then everybody fell in it behind him with vaccines. But Bill Gates is the one who put the C-19 out here when y'all blamed it on Kim Jong-un. Our faces have been played in for centuries, not years, centuries. Even our African American history. And I'm not even going to say African American. Because see, we was here first. So let's stop letting them, we're not even African Americans. We was never in Africa. We are Americans. We are Americans. We are not African Americans. And my ancestors probably ain't from, years and years ancestors, but no. And everybody didn't come from Africa in slavery either, okay? Let's start there. I watched Snoop video. He was interviewed Nip, and Snoop asked Nip who he had a crush on in Lauren and wanted to meet her. Then Snoop said he can make it happen. Yeah, I'm not disputing that Snoop introduced Lauren and Nipsey. I'm saying Nipsey and Diddy. Dr. Fauci was behind the vaccines. Absolutely. But he was behind Bill Gates. Y'all know Bill Gates. Bill Gates is who's got everything. The infected mosquitoes. Did y'all not know a summer ago he infected mosquitoes? Y'all remember when the mosquitoes was giving us viral? Hell, we've been getting stung by mosquitoes for years, have the biggest knots on our legs and our heads. Nobody died. Absolutely, Sharon. He is the pharmaceutical industry. Bill Gates is the pharmaceutical industry. Is. They come out with the West Nile virus, right, T. Mills? Because he infected those mosquitoes. They was catching insects. All kind of animals, infecting them with this virus. Only to come out with a what? A vaccine? When you get the West Nile, right, T. Mills? To see that in the files just blew me. Because this is where we pay our tax dollars at in America. Only for them to kill us. They are killing us. They're killing our loved ones. They have taken our loved ones' lives. Salute everybody. This is Real Life Street Stars. In game with it's titled Jaguar Wright, Endgame, Epstein Files Released, Names on the List. Trump, R. Kelly, and Where is Jay-Z. You guys go over there and check that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be over there with Dana J in 3.5 more hours. I'm gonna go chill with them. Miss Parker, you heard of med beds? The Zika virus, yes. Bill is all in the files, and his ex-wife is talking. The files say after he got that STD, he asked for someone to design a condom, and he would pay. He wanted Epstein to give him meds. Epstein was very influential to a lot of people. For this man to just be a pedophile, they sure instilled a whole lot of details with him. And like I said, I'm pretty sure about the food is in there and some more. Rob, send it to me on Instagram about the med beds. You guys, we're going to break this down. It's a lot to take in. I don't want to overflood y'all brains with it and get y'all over here with Prince Harry and them, Diana, and then we got Bill Gates, and then we got Jay-Z, then we got this part. It's too much. It's too much. Gates is buying farmland. Absolutely, Passion. Absolutely. To inject the food. The foods are injected. I did a live about that. The lettuce. The foods are injected, you guys. We wonder why we're sick. I'm listening. Y'all pray, take your feelings out so you oversee that there is a sick way of life. Show you discernment. They've been doing this yes, spiritual gangster, absolutely. Epstein introduced Bitcoin. He was an agent. Wow. Remember this, as above, so below. They serve. He is the owner of Bitcoin and still living. Tracking. They serve a different God. Oh, yeah. Spiritual gangster. That's a fact. I'm glad I found your channel. The Tyrone Davis case brought me here, but I'm not leaving. Thank you. It's just Danny. Just thank you guys so much. Don't forget to pull up tomorrow, you guys, for the story of Kathy Wright. You know what I'm saying? And also things that Jaguar Wright and other people have said. And also, Candace Owens is speaking out, and Jaguar Wright put out that the wife was going to do some stuff before he passed away. And ain't that crazy how the shooter of Charlie Kirk was just point on? He was point on, wasn't he? And how they putting his death on that innocent kid. And the first thing that the wife did was start making endorsements and stuff. Who does that? Check my email real quick. And Bitcoin's real big, you know. Bitcoin's real big. That's what they want for Nancy.
Jeffrey Epstein was essentially Satoshi, and you didn't believe me, but now the files are out and the connections are documented. Epstein was linked to the early Bitcoin ecosystem, funding channels, core developers, and political figures who now shape crypto regulation. Between 2002 and 2017, Epstein sent $750,000 to $850,000 to MIT. Part of that money supported the MIT Digital Currency Initiative, the group that paid the Bitcoin core developers when the Bitcoin Foundation ran out of money. The Digital Currency Initiative paid developers like Gavin Anderson, Vladimir van der Laan, and Corey Fields. Epstein even visited MIT 9 times, met with staff privately, essentially shaped the ecosystem of Bitcoin with these people. His name was hidden, so much so that they called him Voldemort. Emails also show a meeting at his Manhattan mansion with Brock Pierce and Larry Summers discussing Bitcoin years before it was mainstream. He was the mastermind behind Bitcoin. In 2018, Epstein emailed Steve Bannon about crypto taxes and campaign finance, and in 2014, he emailed Peter Thiel about Bitcoin's legal classification. None of this was public until now. I tried to tell you that Jeffrey Epstein was essentially Satoshi. I hope that now you've seen the truth. with the Jeff.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. What did she say? What Stephanie say? I think Erica may be an agent. Absolutely. And go back and look, Stephanie, you guys. She right when y'all know when Donald Trump was over Miss USA and she won. And who was the judge? Guess who was the judge, Dana J? The year that she won? Diddy. Y'all see how it's all coming together? Diddy. Diddy. Diddy was the judge. Diddy was the judge when Erica won, which was ran by no other than the president himself, Donald Trump. I just found that out today. Man, salute everybody. I'm getting out of here. This has been a deep one, but I appreciate everybody that supported the channel. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the super stickers, the super chats, the memberships, people that's been carrying their memberships with me. And if y'all hit the like button kindly to keep this pushed in the algorithm, not because it's Jaguar, right? Because the secrets that they are trying to hide needs to be exposed. We all need to talk about it, not just on this channel, but all channels. You know what I'm saying? To keep exposing. Everybody start using y'all discernment in y'all third eye. Have a blessed day. Salute everybody.
Miss Parker, the YouTube star, lighting up the screen, you know who you are, bringing news you can use and a laugh or two. She's got the facts, the fun, and the realest view, with a voice so smooth and a smile so bright. She's shining like a beacon in the darkest night. Deep dives on the stories that really matter. She's breaking it down, cutting through the chatter. Pop and stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone, with a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard, asking all the questions, never missing a word or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. She's got the news to amuse and the truth to reveal. Digging for the answers, keeping it real. For those who need a champion, she's standing tall. Fighting for justice, she's giving her all. With every upload, she's making a change. Bringing people together, no matter the range. So hit that subscribe, don't miss a beat. Miss Parker's got the content that can't be beat. Questions we all have, she's not afraid to ask. Uncovering the story, she's up to the task. With a laugh, a wink, and a spirit so true. Miss Parker's got the magic and she's sharing it with you. Pop and stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone, with a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard,